so excited about this NBA season, and one of the things that everyone is focused on are the Los Angeles Lakers, as always. So high expectations since they added AD, yet they face another good team in the Western Conference tonight in the Staples Center when they host the Utah Jazz. However, they will be doing it with Rajon Rondo, who will be starting at point guard. What do you think about the decision to start Rondo at point guard?
No surprises here. There will be many games that he starts, probably will not finish, but you need to take some of the ball handling responsibilities away from LeBron James, who's in his 17th year. He can't be required to create for himself and create for others the entire game, plus dribble the ball from the top of the key to the top of the key all of the time. That's just more load management per se for a guy that's gonna turn 35 this season. So if you look at the dynamics of their roster, you can't truly judge who they are until Kyle Kuzma comes back.
Good point.
Because LeBron likes to operate basically as a power guard, where he's the second biggest guy out there. And what does that mean? That means Anthony Davis gonna finish at the 5. He'll basically be finishing at the 4-3 along with Kyle Kuzma. And then they'll figure out their backcourt situation with Danny Green, and then maybe Rondo and or Avery Bradley. Probably less minutes for KCP, who struggled in the first game. And so Rondo really puts everybody kind of in their natural position and takes minutes away from guys that were overextended in the first game.
Well, I'm glad you pointed out the difference between the start of the game and the finish of the game, because they start the game with McGee at the center and they use him, but they used a lot more McGee and Howard at center in that very first game than I expect them to. Do you expect them to use more AD at the 5 throughout the game than they did in the first game?
I do, and here's why. For LeBron James to be as effective as you need him to be, the guy that he plays up front with either has to be a shooter or a finisher.
Yep.
Look when he was at his best, playing alongside Chris Bosh, playing alongside Kevin Love, or even Tristan Thompson, who was on the dunk spot as a finisher. Those are the guys that keep the floor open for LeBron. Anthony Davis is a terrific talent, but guess what he's not necessarily known to do? Knock down jump shots consistently at a high clip. Yep. So he's not gonna give the spacing needed if you have those two big guys out there. It basically clogs up the paint, forces LeBron to be perimeter oriented, and doesn't give him the driving lanes to draw and kick.
One thing that we've always said about LeBron James is his best teammates are shooters or defenders. And that's why I love Danny Green on this roster so much, because he is both a shooter and a defender. We predicted a big performance from Danny Green in game 1, and I feel like we'll get the same thing in game 2. I feel like Danny Green is so important to this team, especially with Kyle Kuzma no longer on the roster.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.